Hey guys, what's up? It's HockeyMan91 here, and today we're talking about the iPhone 4S. Should you buy it in 2015? The 4S is able to run iOS 9, which just was released. This means that it is not yet outdated and is still supported by Apple. You might want to consider staying on iOS 8 if you do have a 4S right now. Apple has promised performance improvements. The 4S continues to be popular. The iPhone 4S was released in 2011 and introduced the thing we now know as Siri, which back then was fairly new technology. It has a dual-core A5 processor, which is the same thing found in an iPad 2 and an iPod 5th generation. It has a 3.5-inch screen, which is the size of the screen before Apple upgraded to the iPhone 5, which enlarged it slightly to 4 inches. Whether or not the 4S is worth it is questionable. You can get them for very cheap nowadays, between $100 to $150. Most you'll probably find unlocked for about $150 for a 16GB model. You're looking at closer to $100 for an 8GB model. The resolution on the iPhone 4S is 640 by 960, so it's not a terrible resolution or anything. The screen is very nice, just like all of Apple's iPhones, especially starting from the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4S does have an 8-megapixel camera and can shoot 30 frames per second 1080p HD videos. The front-facing camera is 0.3 megapixels, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean it is just a front-facing camera. The battery on average can really vary from phone to phone, but you can expect to hopefully get at least a day's worth out of it. Of course, in the iPhone 4S, like all of Apple's products, the design is beautiful, and that is one thing that hasn't changed over the last 4 years. They come in two colors, white and black. If you want an iPhone for gaming, I would definitely not recommend the iPhone 4S, as it will be laggy in a lot of games. So, of course, the big question is this iPhone 4S usable now in 2015 or 2016? That's the big question, and of course, I would say it is, because it can run iOS 9, it can do all that. However, if you really want to do a lot with your phone, like I've said before about the iPhone 4, this isn't the phone for you. If you're someone who doesn't care and is just going to text and doesn't really care about new apps and social media and things like that, then you probably don't need a better phone than the iPhone 4S. The big question now is whether or not you should get this phone versus a Android phone of the same year, and that's really up to you. One thing about Apple is they do support their products for a very long time, which is especially noticeable in this. Like, seriously, 2015 software is running on a 2011 smartphone. That's crazy. This is a great starter phone for anyone who's new to the whole iPhone experience or smartphone experience in general, for kids and things like that. And if you don't want to buy them an iPod, maybe the iPhone 4S is a good option. Or if you want them to have a fairly cheap enough phone, this could be a good idea. The matter of fact is the iPhone 4S will not be relevant for much longer. Who knows how long it will last on the Apple scene. We can almost guarantee that it won't run iOS 10 when that comes out next year. So you got basically another year of having it supported. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you later. See you guys.